I'm Hannah Wallace and welcome to For Nextra TV at Sibos. Kindly calling into our virtual studio now is Simon Byles, Global Head of Business Development for Managed Services at SmartStream. So welcome, Simon. Thank you very much for joining us.
No, thank you for inviting me. Pleased to be here.
Really good to have you on. So yes, today we're speaking about cloud and also where there have been significant developments in the past year. So where I'd like to start is looking at some of the key trends you've witnessed around managed services and cloud, and what impact did they have during the period of working from home? Let's start there.
Okay, great. Yeah, again, thank you for inviting me. What we've really seen, the most obvious trend is really the greater interest. Not only the greater interest, but also the readiness to act. That could be driven by opportunity in some cases or simply survival in others. It's very obvious, I believe, the business case for leveraging a managed service, especially one that uses the cloud. We have ready-made solutions. We provide for optimization, digitalization, growth, obviously improvements in control and efficiency, as well as cost savings. So they are the broad pitch benefits of what we offer. And I think what COVID-19, as you say, working from home has done is focused the audience on what perhaps was already a strategy, but it's now magnified that focus, whether it be drawn out of survival or business growth and business opportunity. That focus has been there. We at SmartStream, as an example, 2019, we saw a record year in our managed services cloud provision. In 2020, we surpassed our record year of 2019, and the trend is continuing in 2021. So we're really pleased with what that's doing for our business, but also we're really pleased to be able to serve our customers in this way. And the final thing to say on that, I would say, is that the C-suite, our customers, whilst recognising the value of it, also recognises now during COVID the challenge of managing non-competitive advantage type activities. And so all of those type of activities have been at the forefront of their mind to move to providers such as ourselves.
All right, thank you for that, Simon. Thank you for bringing us up to date. And now tell us, what do you think are some of the key innovations with cloud that financial institutions need to utilise then to stay ahead of the curve? What about that?
I'll name two for today's session. So for us, artificial intelligence and data lakes, both of which are already applied into our products, both of which bring value. Starting with artificial intelligence, our AIR product, which is a data quality validation product, which allows structured and unstructured data sets to be matched in seconds, one of the fastest on the market. And an example of how that's being used by our customers today would be that a front office or back office connected to the outside world, maybe an exchange, has a technical disconnect, and as a result of that disconnect, requires a tool to be able to match those global data sets and produce results and matching results in a matter of seconds, so that it knows its risk position versus the marketplace. Another one of those artificial intelligence products that we offer is Affinity. Affinity is our machine learning tool, which allows observational learning of the user's activities. These user activities are monitored, understood, and then management insight into how that's being operated, which can then lead to improvements in the process, further automated replication, or in fact eradication. The other one, as I mentioned, would be the data lakes. The data lake obviously is a central repository for the structured and unstructured data, which is fully scalable. And today we actually put the data lake on the back of our AIR product that I mentioned before. That allows for the data quality validation to take place, and then management of our clients to be able to then store all the data and then analyze that data for further reporting, whether that be, for example, items like internal management reporting, or whether it be external to, for example, the regulator.
All right, so that leads me quite nicely into my next question then. What do you think is hindering financial institutions in their cloud strategies?
Well, I think what was hindering them was a fear of the unknown, a certain amount of perceived better to be controlled internal than external, a certain amount of concern with cloud security. And I think all of that has changed over time anyway. And I think COVID has further accelerated that change of mindset. What is fact, and studies have proven this, is that the big providers are now at the very cutting edge of the highest level of security control on managing the data. And providers such as AWS are investing vast amounts in ensuring that is at that point. We SmartStream, working for many years with those providers, ourselves are certified at the highest level of security control. We're certified to the highest level with the PCI DSS, which is the Payment Card Industry Data Security Standard. And that ensures comfort for our customers across physical and personal security, fraud, IT and data security, as well as data privacy. So when you actually add up all of these benefits, the maturity and proven model of the marketplace in terms of the big data providers, ourselves as a provider with our own certifications, the fact that we provide this in the cloud, the fact that the software is ours, and the fact that our proven operational and technology model has been a success, I think it's a compelling case for people to move away from that hindering background.
It is indeed, and it sounds like you've been very busy at SmartStream, Simon. So finally then, yes, exactly. So how can the cloud enable then financial institutions to achieve their goals, the ones that we've mentioned? And could you share with us perhaps some use cases of this?
Yeah, for sure. We've been working with a number of customers across a number of their sort of business drivers. One that's common to most, as you can probably imagine, is cost effectiveness and cost reduction. And a group of customers have been working with us using many of our services, both the cloud, the managed service, and some of the innovations I was referring to earlier. And in doing so, they've focused on reducing their cost base. And we have a tier one bank example as a use case that's actually achieved a 30 to 40% reduction in its cost base with the collective provision of service coming from SmartStream. This has been tremendous for them, but then added to that, don't forget there's the additional scalability, the resilience, the fact that our operators are the experts on our software as well as being in the cloud. What does that mean? Well, that means they take advantage then of the expertise that we apply to the day-to-day activities, improving those, delivery of change, client-facing activity, and responding to regulators. So there's a full package suite there of benefits and use case, starting with working with the customer on what they're looking to achieve. And my final point on the use case would be that the way we start our relationship with our customers is based on a contract with an SLA that has formalized KPIs for us as a service provider that not only look at the risk and the control side of things, but the business objectives and strategy of our client. So if our client's strategy is aligned to the SLA, aligned to our KPIs, as a result, there's a win-win situation for both.
Brilliant. Well, as I said before, it sounds like you've been really busy and looking forward to seeing what you do in the future, Simon. But thank you very much for sharing your insights in this area. It's been really interesting and looking forward to catching up further down the line. But thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you. And to everybody out there, enjoy the conference and safe and happy Q4 2021.